Good afternoon, everyone out there who is watching on Facebook Live and YouTube Live as well. We've gone dual channel this year for our incredible Meet Santa event. My name is Morris. I work for MenCap, but for this afternoon, I'm just introducing the main man himself. Now, we know he lives in the North Pole. We know that the internet is a little bit spotty up there, but we understand that Rudolph has shared some Christmas magic, and so he should be online with us very, very soon. We'd love you to leave comments in the box below if you want to shout out or ask Santa a question. Please leave us a comment, and we'll do our very, very best to answer your comments and questions as we go through this live this afternoon. Santa's got a few shout outs from people who've been in touch. He's made a long list. He's checked it twice, and he knows who's been naughty or nice. So if you get a shout out, you are one of the lucky people who is on the nice list this year, and you're guaranteed to be getting some presents off your list, I'm sure. Now I can hear sleigh bells in the background. I don't know if ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you can also hear that, but I think we're about ready to bring Santa in. Santa, are you there?
Hello!
Hello! How are you, Santa? It's so good to see you again. It's been a whole year.
And you, Morris, it's lovely to see you. It's lovely to see you again this year.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very, very much for joining us again this year. We've got tons of people who are watching and are really, really keen to hear from you. So without further ado, I think I'll just hand over to you and let you say hello to everyone out there. I'll
Thank you.
catch you in a bit.
Hello, children. I'm glad to see you. Now, I have been getting ready for Christmas. So I have been wrapping all of your presents. And Rudolph and the other reindeers are ready to go. The sleigh is ready for me to sail off into the night and deliver to each and every one of you. Now, I hope that you will be very, very good and will be asleep before I get to you on Christmas Eve. Don't forget, as Morris said, what we'd like is naughty, not nice. Naughty, not nice. We got nice, not naughty. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Dave, get me a coffee. Okay. So, right. Don't forget on Christmas Eve that my reindeers, including Rudolph, will be working very hard. So it would be very, very nice if maybe you could leave him a carrot. And maybe something for me. Maybe a mince pie or a cake or maybe even a drink. Now, I would like to teach you a few basic signs for Christmas. Now, we know what Rudolph, the reindeers, or Rudolph. Can we see Rudolph and reindeers? And we have carrot to leave for Rudolph. Then we also have, I do like a little bit of cake, and mince pie. I'm quite like a little mince pie. So the other thing we have is presents. Now we can sign presents in two ways. We can do the box with a bow on top, or we can just do a bow. So we have a box with tying a bow, or just by tying a bow, the sign of a present. Now, we have drink. I quite like something warm, maybe a cup of tea. I mean, you won't know when I arrive, but milk is quite good. It contains lots of goodness in the milk. So, from me to you, I would like to say, Happy Christmas. That's another sign. Happy Christmas. Now, I do know that some of you may have wondered how I get into your houses. Now, I have a magic key. If you don't have a chimney, which a lot of people don't use anymore, I have a magic key. Now, if you do have a chimney, equally, I have the magic to be able to slim down in size and get down and leave your presents without making any mess. So there's no need to worry. So, question for you. Have you been good this year? Will you be on my good list, or will you be on my naughty list? There is still time to move from the naughty to the good. So please make sure that you are very, very, very good for all of your adults. Now, I think I will be waiting and talking in a minute back to Morris, because there are some of you who may need or would like to talk to me. But I do have a few shout outs beforehand. Now, let me see my list. Now, the one thing, the elves have been very good. The elves have been very good. They have taught me how to use the computer thingy. Yes. And I'm very, very good now using a mouse. So, let me have a look down my list. Who I have. Now, there is someone very special. Hopefully, he's here today. Now, that is Daniel. And it's his birthday today. And Daniel is 7. So, Daniel, if you're there, I hope that you have a nice cake on your birthday. Very nice to be near Christmas as well. Lots of presents, both now and on Christmas. We also have a big shout out for Raymond, Lynn, Caroline, Louise, Judith, and Margaret. We have a wonderful shout out for Khaleesi and Arwin. Lovely names. Khaleesi and Arwin Craig. We have Dottie, Kieran, and Larissa. We also then have a few more. I have lots on this list, so maybe some of you will be here. I might even be able to find a message from there. We also then have Teddy Sadler. He's 8. Hello, Teddy, who's 8. We then have Luke, who's 27. Hello, Luke. Hope you're having a good day. I have a Darcy. We have an Abby Crump. Hello, Abby Crump. Rosa, Max, Finn, Joe, and Sam. I have a Kylo. Hello, Kylo. Moving down the list a little bit more. Oh, there's a lovely one here for Tinker's Hatch. And would love to meet Santa. Well, hopefully one day that would be nice to meet people. Tinker's Hatch is a residential care setting for adults. And I'd like to say hello to you and at Tinker's Hatch. I'd also like to say hello to Maisie and Evie Norton. And I've also got down here somebody called Orky. So hello to Orky. Now, I might ask Morris if there are any specific messages and maybe even questions for me. Because that would be nice. If you have a question, you can type it into the chat. And then I can answer the question or maybe say hello to you yourself. So if you have or want to say hello or want to ask me a question, then please type it into the bar. And then Morris will ask me those questions. So have a think. It might be, what is my favorite balloon? I don't know. I mean, it's nothing something I thought about, but something like that. So,
Well, Santa, we've had quite a few hellos already, so I'll just share a few of them. We've got a first one here from Princess Ashley J.
hello, Princess Ashley J.
Jamie Pickles, great name there.
Jamie Pickles is a smashing name.
And Shana has said hello from Kylo.
Oh, thank you, Kylo. Thank you.
Wilfred stops by to say hello and say, please give him a shout out, and Percy Pig too. I don't know if that's a real pig or not.
Oh, hello, Wilfred and Percy Pig.
And there is a couple of familiar names I'm seeing here with people from Mencap. So, big friend of Mencap's, Diane. She's watching too on Facebook. But
Oh,
yeah, if you can say hello to Diane for us.
hello, Diane. It's all strange, all these new face web and things, Morris. I'm not, thank for the elves. I mean, I'm not that good with it, really.
Oh, it's quite all right. You're doing a smashing job. And another friend of ours is Kira Lawrence here, who says, "Hey Santa, can you make sure my gifts are all pink and very sparkly, please?"
Pink and sparkly. Note made. If it's not already there, I'm sure it is.
Great stuff. And Emily says, "Hi Santa, I've been a really good girl this year and very helpful at home."
That's wonderful. It's nice to feel that you've been helpful as well as good.
And I believe there's also another birthday coming up soon. Mazavaza has said Noah Vine is here, and he'll be 12 on the 23rd of December.
Noah, happy birthday for the 23rd. That's very close, isn't it? 12
Very
on
close to
the
Christmas.
23rd. Lovely.
Okay, and here's one of your first questions for the afternoon. We've got a question from Angel, who's asked, "What's your favourite colour?"
Oh, it's quite easy. It's red, you see, red.
And Manjit is working to a schedule, obviously. She asks, "What time will you bring my presents?"
Well, see, I try not to give out a time because sometimes the children will stay awake, children. So it will be when you're asleep.
Andrew has said, "Please can you give Lily a shout out?" Lily wants to ask as well if any of the elves have been mischievous this year.
Dave, shall I tell them that you've been naughty? Well, Lily, Dave is he is probably my naughtiest elf. And yes, you can look. He's been very naughty this year. He's been playing tricks on the other elves. He was sticking their sellotape so they couldn't undo it to wrap the presents and things like that. And he should know better. Yes, he should. Yes.
We've got a question from Donna, who's said, "Rob West would like to know how you get around the world in one night."
Well, it's to do with magic and about belief. And Rudolph is magic, and I have magic, and we also travel around the world in a very special way. And as you might know, it is different time across the world at different times of the day. So here, it might be as we are now, after 5 o'clock, but in America, it's something like 11 o'clock. So sometimes the world and the way it is helps, but there is a little bit of magic as well.
Excellent stuff. You're not giving the game away there, Santa, are you?
Trying not to.
Excellent stuff. Paul Mitchell says, Rachel Mitchell Paul says hi.
Hi, Paul.
And then Luke says Phoebe has passed on a hello as well. So say hi to Phoebe for us.
Hello, Phoebe.
Terry Osborne has posted on behalf of Phoebe again with a question. This is a bit presumptuous. I don't know if we're allowed to ask you this, but how old are you? Phoebe wants to know.
Well, I'm as old as my teeth and not quite as old as my hair. That makes no sense, but it's difficult to say.
hundreds, and well, who knows? Like, does magic have a number? Can you put a number on magic?
I'm not sure there is. No, that's the thing. I couldn't say because it age is different in different places. You see.
Indeed. And talking about age, actually, Gail has posted to ask Molly. I'm not sure who Molly is. Possibly her daughter. Molly says, "Will you still visit me, even though I'm 25 years old?"
Now let me see. Now, do you believe, Molly? Do you believe? If you believe, I will come. I will visit and I will bring you presents.
Excellent. And Jamie Pickles is back, and he's asked if Rudolph has been good this year.
Well, Rudolph has been very good. Yeah, I mean he's been a bit out of shape. Normally with the reindeers, they have a bit of time off because they're very busy for that 24 hours and it takes a lot of energy. So they have a lot of time off. Now he's been back in the gym, in reindeer gym, putting a bit of extra work in to try and lose a bit of the weight. But yes, he's been very good.
Great to hear. And Ruth has asked, talking about indulging in too many treats, what is your favourite, biscuits or mince pies on Christmas Day?
On Christmas Day, I would probably say biscuits because I've eaten quite a few mince pies in the evening. So biscuits, a little change on Christmas Day for me.
Excellent. I'm not sure I could make that choice. I think one of each would do me just fine. Thank you. And Eleanor has, Eleanor, that's tricky to say. Can you please say hi? I am Anna Maria.
Now, Anna Maria, hello. I hope you're okay and I hope you're well. And I hope you've been a very good girl this year.
And she's also said she really wants to meet you, Santa.
Well,
What are the chances?
the real me is very busy. There are sometimes people who are around the world and dress up like me. You might see them around and about, but I'm very busy. I would love to meet everybody, but I just don't have the time. I will send you my love. How's that, Anna Marie?
Zoe's asked if you could say hi to her brother Benjamin.
Of course I can. Hello, Benjamin. I hope you're having a good day. And I hope you've been a good boy.
Gail's just confirmed that, yeah, Molly is her daughter and she does believe. That's great news.
Then that's all good, Molly.
Excellent stuff. Well, we've gone through pretty much all the comments I can see. I'm just going to run through and see if I've missed any. Apologies if you've left a comment and I've not picked it up yet. So bear with me for a second, Santa. If you want to carry on, I'll just have a look through the comments again.
So, well, I'm just probably going to go through and say, if the spirit of Christmas is about being good, about looking after one another. We've had a very difficult year, well, difficult couple of years. And I know that people have been very worried. Now, let's just make sure that with the time we have with our mums and dads and the time we have with our family, that we all try to get along as best we can and make sure we eat lots of wonderful food cooked by our adults. For me, it's Mrs. Claus. She always cooks a wonderful dinner for when I get home, and I am, even though I've eaten mince pie, still starving. So does anybody else have any other questions, maybe? I'm wondering.
I have found a couple for you, Santa.
Oh,
well, first a shout out. Manjit has asked if you can say hello to Veer and Belina.
Of course I can. Hello, Veer and Belina.
And Ruth Caudle has asked, what is your favourite Christmas movie?
Oh, well, I'm quite a softie. I like quite some of the old ones. I'm not sure you would know about those. But I also like that Macaulay Culkin chap in the Home Alone when he's left at home. It's quite sad when you think about that, because I wouldn't want anybody to be left alone. But it is funny, the fact that he looks after himself and makes all those naughty people suffer.
Great shout. I think Home Alone's got to be right up there with, top three easily Christmas movies of all time, definitely. Oh, and Zoe has asked if Benjamin asked if you could come down the chimney.
Now, is it clear? Can I get through the chimney, Benjamin? That's the. I just want to make sure there's nothing left in the way, or there's no birds' nests on the top. Just have a little call up. Hello, anybody there? Make sure they're not there, so I can get through. That would be great. And then, of course, I will.
Great stuff. Now, I can't find the comment. It's disappeared from me. Bear with me, I'll try and see it again. But there is another question. This one for the elves. But do the elves like to craft at all?
I mean, for the most of the year, that's what they do. They do make different types of things for children all over the world. They enjoy a bit of time off, then they're rather silly. They make snowmen and play tricks on each other when they're allowed to, Dave. When they're allowed to.
Fantastic. And what's their favourite thing to craft?
They quite like making. So one of the things they try to make all these fancy things, and it's very, very difficult with all this electricity and stuff. I think one of my what's her name? Dave, what's your yes, Daisy. So Daisy likes crocheting, and she makes lots of very nice crocheting things, and that's sort of quite relaxing. I've tried it. My hands are too big. She's very, very good.
Excellent stuff. Just that was Helen Angela Buckley who asked that one. Then I found the comment in amongst. There's been so many comments. It's difficult to keep track. Thank you for all of your questions and comments for Santa. Keep them coming in.
I've got a joke for you. After last year,
okay, go for it.
Well, the joke is: did Rudolph go to school?
I don't know. Did Rudolph go to school?
No, he was elf taught.
Wow, that is
oh,
that's a great one. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to share that with my family on Christmas Day.
And
fantastic. We've got another question for you, Santa. What's your favourite Christmas song from Veer and Belina again?
Oh, favorite Christmas song. I quite like Christmas carols. I like singing a Christmas carol. I also like, I did like when I was a little bit younger to sort of do a bit of bopping around, I'm not sure. I don't drink a lot, but I like songs that talk about Christmas and the things that happen. And there was a very famous one a while back called Mistletoe and Wine. And then lots of people do drink, and there are mistletoe for kisses. And I like a song that talks about what happens in Christmas. So that would be, for me, probably my song.
And talking about drinking, actually, Debbie has posted a message on behalf of Harrison. And Harrison asks, do you prefer milk, sherry, or Coke with your mince pie?
Well, I have to be honest. Mrs. Claus has put me on a bit of a diet. I won't say too much. So if I'm quite partial to a Coke Zero. So it is not the sugar. So I'm having.
Oh, Santa, have you frozen for a second there? Santa, yes, I think we've got you back. You dropped out for a second there. Get the reindeers running on the generator a bit quicker.
I think it's Dave playing his tricks again. I will have to have words again.
Dave sounds like a troublemaker in amongst the elves.
Oh, yes, he is. I'm watching you, Dave. It's naughty, very naughty.
Great stuff. Abby has written, Olu is happy to see you. Please wave and say hello. And he also wants to know, who is your favourite reindeer?
Hello, Olu. My favourite. I mean, everybody knows Rudolph, because Rudolph is just so good at his job. But probably the most, I tell you, there's one Dasher. Dasher likes a little bit of a rub, and it's lovely to have a little time to spend with them. They work really hard, so Dasher, I would say, is my favourite.
But I'm sure that changes every day. I'm sure you have a new favourite.
Sometimes they'll come up and they'll, come to see me, and that will cheer me up when it's a tough, long day. So yes, it does vary.
Got another request from Princess Ashley J, who says, "Can you say hello to my fiance Mark? Tell him that he's been good this year, and she can't wait to marry him."
Now,
is Mark on the good list, the nice list?
Yes, with Princess Ashley J. Yes. So, hello to Mark. Hello. And it's lovely to hear from Princess Ashley J to say that you have been very good this year. And the fact that she can't wait to marry you. That's amazing news. Congratulations.
Fantastic stuff. And Ruth asks, what is your favourite sport in Lapland?
Well, we do a bit of ice hockey. I'm not too bad on the skates, I may be a little bit big, but I'm okay. I think tobogganing, that's another good one. Just when we get our toboggans out and race down the hill, that's quite fun.
And how good is the sleigh for tobogganing?
Oh, no good at all. It's far too big.
Right,
it's
okay.
very well built, but you have to imagine it takes all of the presents. So even if we could, we probably wouldn't, because we wouldn't want to damage the sleigh when we're about to use it, you see.
That's a very good point. You wouldn't want to crash it on, the day before you're about to set off around the world and do it some damage. Right. Yeah, good thinking. Wilfred has a Christmas joke of his own. See what you think of this one, Santa. What are Elle's favourite subjects at school?
I have no idea.
The alphabet.
The alphabet.
Thank you, Wilfred. That is a great one, definitely. And Ella has come back and said that Anna Maria would like a crybaby. Will she receive it, Santa? She's such a good girl. Thank you. She's very happy because she saw you and you spoke to her. So she's just waiting for your answer. I think this is can you ruin the surprise? Is that something you do?
I can't say what we are going to deliver. What I can say is that if children, and in this case Anna Marie, has been a good girl, there is a very, very, very good chance that she would get what she would like.
Excellent stuff. So there you go, Anna Maria. If you've been good this year, then you are likely to get what's on your list. And I'm not sure if we asked this one already, but it's just popped up. What Darcy would like to know what your favourite food is.
Well, I mean, in the winter, I quite like lots of stews, but I travel all around the world, you see. So sometimes my favorite food changes depending on if somebody in another country's left me out a different sort of treat. Sometimes they might leave me out a piece of pizza or an Indian dish, a tikka masala or something like that. Or in Japan, sometimes they might leave out sushi. But my favorite, I like food too much to say I have a favorite. I like them all.
That would be my answer as well. And talking about presents that are on people's list, Princess Ashley has now asked, does that mean that she's going to get a gaming laptop for under the tree this Christmas?
As I said to Anna Marie, if you've been a good girl, there is every chance you will get what you ask for.
There we go, Princess. So, you'll just have to stay good and you'll never know what you might receive. Debbie has posted to say, Harrison asks, do you know that he has an elf on the shelf because he's very naughty?
An elf on the shelf, the naughty ones. Oh my word! Is that one of Dave's friends? It possibly is.
I
They
think so,
are. There
yeah.
are a few naughty ones around.
But not one that you know personally.
Not no, but there are lots of relatives and things that our elves have from around different places. But no, not that I would know. No, sorry.
Ah, it's all right. I'm sure there are hundreds of elves around the world that you can't keep track of them all. Um, oh, there's someone else here now, just double checking. So Robert West has asked Santa, "Am I on the nice list?"
Well, I will check. But what I will say to you, Robert West, is if you have been good, there is every chance that you will be on the good list. So it's about being good. And I'm sure, even if you've had a bad couple of days, or that if you are good for the next couple of weeks, you can still end up on the good list.
It's never too late.
Never too late. Never.
Great stuff. And Joe has asked, in response to your answer about all the food, shall we leave you a korma and a mince pie?
Oh, I do like a korma. That would be very nice. I have to watch it with my beard because it stains the beard, you see. So I have to be very careful. But I do enjoy one.
And yeah, it'll probably break up the all the sweet stuff that you're going to get left out as
Oh,
well. So
yes. A balanced diet, Morris, that's what I would say.
great stuff. Now there was a question here. Now this is a big prediction. This is, I think, is going to be on everyone's mind. Samantha's asked, "Do you think it will snow on Christmas Day?"
Now, it snows on Christmas Day somewhere in the world. For me to say everywhere would be very difficult. It has been cold a few times. I know. I've been watching the weather around the world to see what it's like. And I know that some parts of Great Britain, which is where you're from, I believe, has had snow. Whether it will snow on Christmas Day, it's a very difficult one to call. I think maybe you're asking because you'd like it to snow on Christmas. Is that right, Samantha?
Yeah, let us know what you think, Samantha. Do you want it to snow on Christmas Day? Ella has asked again, "Dear Santa, my daughter would like to know if you speak any other languages, as she's Romanian, and she would like to say hi in Romanian and thank you, and has then written Buna, which does that mean hi or does that mean thank you? I think it might mean hi."
Guna. I do. My language is a little bit iffy. I don't generally talk to people when I'm delivering. I don't see people, to be honest. I visit lots of countries and do. I generally don't ask to stop for fuel. But yes, I have been everywhere, but not met anybody to speak Romanian. And languages, I've struggled enough with sometimes the elves have a little of their own little dialect, and that's quite difficult. And having to deal with them is quite difficult because they sometimes speak in their elven language when they want to be a little bit mischievous. Yes.
Excellent stuff. And of course, you have the Makaton that you can use to communicate with everyone.
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, Anna has also said that Joe now, as well as the mince pie and the korma, Joe says he's going to leave you a cheeseburger as well.
Wonderful. Joe, you are looking after me on Christmas Eve. It's wonderful that people are looking after me.
Fantastic. Well, that's quite the menu you've got there. That sounds like one of those round the world buffets that you can stock up on everything from sushi to barbecue and everything in between, doesn't it? But fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Santa. There's a few comments just rolling in. Gareth is asking, Emily would like to know how you get the Christmas present list.
Well, it used to be that people would send their letters off to the North Pole. So sometimes they would send off to their North Pole. Sometimes your parents will let me know. And now it's the age of electronic things. People send messages via email, and they sometimes text and send something via some of these app type things. I'm not sure what they are, but where they can send messages to certain people. And I know that they sometimes that's to do with some of my elves are very good with IT, so it's not. I'm not particularly great at that. I just have the list, and it gets added to. And I think this year they're trying to think about giving me one of these iPads instead of a piece of paper, because it does take a lot of room. So I think on an iPad I can scroll. Is that something? Scroll up and down or something, so I can get to each of the names.
Excellent stuff. So there's many ways to contact you, and Ella has said I sent you a letter from school. So
Excellent.
I'm sure that's in your inbox somewhere.
Yes.
And Ruth has come up with a couple of questions. She's asked, do you love gingerbread?
I do like gingerbread. Yes, indeed. It's a very, very nice taste. A little bit of a crunch. Love gingerbread. Yes.
Brilliant stuff. So, Joe, if you're listening, that's a korma, gingerbread, a mince pie, and a cheeseburger now, and a Coke Zero on the side, I think.
Yes.
Is
wonderful.
Excellent stuff. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Santa. Was there anyone else who wanted to shout out, and did you manage to get through all of your list?
There was lots on my list. Let me go back to my list. We can find
Let's
them.
just double check.
If I can. We had lots on the list. We had what I don't recognize. Wilfred Jenkins. Hello, Wilfred. Harry and Walter. Hello to you, Harry and Walter. Tyler J. Edmonds and Aidan Edmonds. There was Ruby. Hello. Eddie. Thomas. Molly Witter Yexley. Elodie and Amelia. Then we have Belina and Gervier. Alex and Sebi. Stier. Oh, Paolo Toza. Maybe I'm going to get my pronunciation properly. Then we have Mason and Matty and Paul Macaulay. We have Nicholas Warren, Bessie and Charlotte, Phoebe Osborne. Hello to all of you. Kylo, we've already said hello to. Aaron Seaborn. Hello, Aaron. Megan and Conan. Another Amelia. Emily Oliver. Hello to all of you. Joseph Leon Haynes. Hello. Noah Vine. Oliver Keswick. Getting near the list. Lucy Campanale. Eden Millard. Antonio and Leon. Hello to all. Another Amelia. Amelia and Becky this time. Ayana. We have Tina, Callie, and Sophie. Hello, hello. Owen, Ebony, and Olivia. Angel and Natalie Bluck. Hello. Corbin and Michael. And I think that's the end of my list.
Okay, and just to round things off, if you can say, give Anna Maria a wave as well.
Bye, Anna Marie.
And then Anna and Joe as well.
Bye, Anna. Bye, Joe.
And the final one, I think, now before we got a wrap. Oh, Joe's asked for a thumbs up as well, if that's possible.
Oh, thumbs up. Absolutely. Thumbs up. Well done.
Perfect. Thank you, Anna. And there we go. It's Ella said, with pleasure. Thank you very much. You made my daughter so happy. And I think that's a fantastic note to end on. I think you've made a lot of people very happy this afternoon, Santa. What are you up to now?
Well, I shall get back to work. It's all very, very busy here. We don't have much sleep. It's outside. It's very, very dark. So it's dark a lot of the time. So we're just gonna get on with the work.
Excellent stuff. Well, we will leave you to it. Thank you so much for spending so much time with us and saying hello to so many people who have been watching. Really, really sorry if we've missed your comment or didn't catch it, but leave it down below, and we'll make sure we pass them all on to Santa as well, so he'll see them all and make sure that you are on the nice list, and you can expect some good things for Christmas, I hope. Santa, thank you very, very much. We'll see you next year, hopefully, and
Thank
have
you
a
very
very Merry
much.
Christmas.
Take
And
care, one and all.
okay, bye bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us today.
Bye bye.
We'll see you again soon.